What's going on YouTube? So in today's video, I am going to be teaching you exactly how to network, how to reach out to clubs within your country, in another country, whatever the case may be. This is exactly how you are going to do it. Number one, you need to make sure that you have a good highlight tape, a good CV, and that your email template is sharp. So we're gonna start first with the email template. Why should a coach, a sporting director, a scout, an agent, whoever you're reaching out, why should they even look at your video? You have to catch their attention. So by catching their attention, you need to first in the subject line, because once somebody gets an email, there's going to be a subject line, and that subject line needs to catch that person's attention. In that subject line, you are going to be a little bit more confident than usual and really pinpoint what your strengths are. So for example, here in a subject line, I will put, I am a dangerous left-footed winger looking for this, or dangerous center mid with a great final pass in this. And then you're also going to put your birth year. That essentially is going to hopefully catch their attention. If you won the league last season, put NISA champion 2023 center mid looking to go to preseason. Something along those lines. Just really emphasize what your strengths are, any championships that you may have won. Second, you're going to obviously say hello, hope all is well. My name is, you put your full name, you're currently playing with whichever club you're currently playing with, and what league, and then what position. If you have other positions, you can also touch on it, but don't emphasize it too much. So for example, if you're a striker and you score goals, but you also play as a winger, you can let them know you're a winger. But if you're a player that plays as a striker and all of a sudden you're listing, I can also play fullback, back, center defensive mid, that is not good. Do not do that. Second, you're gonna emphasize and you're gonna clearly state what nationality you have. Do you have a US passport? Do you have an EU passport? Do you have a Mexican passport? Do you have a Brazilian passport? Whatever the case may be, you need to emphasize what passport you have depending on where you're going. So if you're looking to play in the United States, just say you have a US passport. If you don't have a US passport, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because now you're considered a foreign player, and that's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. If you are looking to go overseas, let's say to Europe in the lower tier, and you have an EU passport, then say that you have an EU passport, because now you're going to be considered domestic and not foreign. Next, you're going to express your interest. Very direct. I want to join the club for next 2024-2025 preseason, or if you're in the area, you're looking to go and join a training session. Make it specific to your particular scenario and situation. After that, you're going to attach your CV and your highlight tape, and then this leads me to the next thing. Your CV should be pleasing to the eye and should be sharp and should be giving enough information of what you have done throughout your career so far. So for my younger players, you probably will not have as much information to fill in. If you have been playing in a college, in a youth system, academy, club, whatever, make sure you put that in regardless, so that whoever sees it can see that you've been playing for the past 4 or 5 years consistently. If you have some semi-pro experience under your belt, same thing. Fill in whatever you've been doing for the past few years, and if you can add stats and all that, even better. So I will take you to my next thing. You are going to showcase your CV, and your CV should look something like this. I clearly have my name, my contact information, my picture, a headshot, my information, current club, date of birth, position, height, weight, preferred foot, birthplace, nationality, where I have played, my career, youth career, national team experience, trials, references, and then I have a link to my transfer market and then a link to my highlight tape. Simple, right? This is what I would send along with my email. Next, for your highlight tape, the first frame should clearly show a headshot, an action shot, or something of that nature your position, date of birth, something real simple, straight to the point. Ideally, you want your highlight tape to be between 4 to 6 minutes. If it's a little longer, that's okay. If it's shorter, it has to be really good, because usually when you send out an email and somebody's going to look at your highlight tape, they will most likely look at the first 30 seconds. If in the first 30 seconds you're not catching their attention, they will not continue to watch the rest of the video. So just gonna look at this video, for example, real quick, and you can see in the first clip, beautiful free kick goal. See the second clip, an assist, a great pass to a striker as an assist, perfect. So those first two clips, right away, if I'm watching, I want to keep watching. Is this consistent? Is it just like the first 30 seconds that they're posting this, right? Next, we are going to reach out to clubs. So the very first thing that we're going to do is go to Google. Once we go to Google, we're going to reach out to clubs that we are interested in going to, whatever country you're interested in going to. If you are currently playing, let's say, third tier, semi-pro in your country, can we look to just make the next step up in either your country or another country? For this example, we're going to look at Germany 5th tier teams. So now I know that Germany 5th tier, I always want to go to transfer market. Once I go to the transfer market, I can see the league, I can see the teams that are there. And right here, right away, I have the list of all the clubs in the 5th tier in Germany. So let's say I want to go check out FC Hennef. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Great. I can go through their squad. I can see who's currently playing. I can see the starting 11. I can see who's getting minutes, who's injured, who's a captain, all these little things, guys. And we want to really pinpoint this information if we want to dive deep into it. I'm not going to do it for the sake of this video, because if not, it's going to be too long. I just try to find everything I can. So here I can see that the manager's here. And then I want to go to their website. Once I go to their website, I am going to look for a email, a contact, something of that nature. I don't speak German, but we can kind of work our way around it. If you speak German, great. If you don't, try to work your way around it. Contact. I'm assuming that's contact. So let's see what happens. Boom, I have an email there. This is an info email, but this is a place to start. Now, if I want to get deeper into it, then what I would do is I would go to LinkedIn. As I go to LinkedIn, I am going to type in the name of the club. FC NF. So here on LinkedIn, I typed in the club name, and now I'm just looking. I'm going to go through every single name, anything that makes sense to reach out to. Here you can just click on their name, click and see if they are associated with the club in any way. Of course, again, I don't know any German, so I would just copy and paste this into a translator, see if what he is at that club. And then after that, if that's somebody that I want to reach out to, I just either send them a message through LinkedIn. I think in LinkedIn you only have a certain number of messages that you're able to send. If I get a response, great. If I don't, then I move on to the next one. I can also type in this person's name onto Google and try to find their email that way. And that is essentially how you are going to network, how you are going to reach out to people that could potentially give you the green light and get your foot in the door. Now, it would be a big plus if you have any German friends, for example, for this particular example that I'm showing you, that maybe has a connection of some sort, that knows somebody that could lead you the correct way. I would use your network that you currently have as much as possible, and if you can somehow get your foot in the door that way, then that would be the best route to take. If not, this is what you have to do, and then this is what you have to do every single day. If you're serious about networking and you're serious about getting your foot in the door, you need to make sure that you have Those three things sharp: your highlight tape, your CV, and your email template. And it has to be super clean, super direct, super catchy, so that you can at least have somebody look at your video, at least for those first 30 seconds, and be like, yes, I want this player, or yes, come out to a training session. That is one of the best ways that you can network. Another way that you can network, like I said, is reaching out to friends, to family, to friends from teammates that you've had in the past that have some sort of connections in wherever that you're trying to play, and just reach out to them and ask if you can somehow get your foot in the door, join them for a training session, do whatever it is that you want to do, and then you see from there.